Okay. So now the next one, second case. And in the first case, we discuss how, okay, database admin will give object privileges to the user. That is your first case. And come to your second case. Okay. So user to user. But what we said, when we want to give user to user permission, the which user is giving permissions to another user, that user must be take permission from the administrator with what option? With the grant option statement. So then only user one can give it a permissions to user two. Okay. Now here the syntax of this. So grant object privilege name on your table name to user, and here I want to use with grant option. So this is your syntax, how to add your with grant option statement. Okay. Now, so you need to add this statement. Okay, whenever the admin will granting permissions to the particular user. Okay. So come back here. So first of all, yesterday we created two users, user 11 and 12. So now we can see okay. Now, so first of all, I revoked that permissions here, and now the two users, you can go to check it out. So user 11 by user 11, he was tried. So he need to access, okay, system.dept. Okay, but he was unable to access here. He was unable to access here. Same as if another user is there, user 12. So he is also try to accessing the table data, system.dept. So here both users are, they didn't, that means that they don't have a right and privilege to access your DEPT table. So then what it was happen here, okay, in this any one user as your wish, in this any one user, that was off it here. Okay, right. So now you can see the connect of, first I'm going to connecting with my admin. Okay, now. So he was connected now. After connected, what I'm saying here, when he was giving permission, okay, on DEPT table to the user level, and what should be given here with the grant option statement should be given now. So whenever administrator will give the object privilege permissions on so and so table to the so and so user with the grant option statement. So when he will give like this, then this user, this user has a chance to give same privilege to another user. Okay, now. So now I will go to grant succeeded, and after that he will be connecting now U11 by U11, so he can access select a star from system.dept. He can access successfully, and he will be given permission. Which permission? Same permission. Which permissions are you taking from the administrator? Same permissions user 11 can give to another user. Understand now? So which permission he was taken? Select permission. So he is also select on which table? System.dept. He can't directly give a DEPT. He can give system.dept. DEPT to whom? User 12. Now we can see whether it is accessor. Permissions are granted. But now tell me, user 12 permissions are giving by who? User 11. After that, then this user 12, he will go to call. How to call? Select a star from system.dept. So now he will access. So this is the way how the user want to give permissions to another user. Right down below. So write down. Okay, write down. Okay. So these are what now user to user permissions. Okay. So total object privileges. Finally, the two people can give it admin as well as user. But here one point should be remember when user want to give a permissions to another user, this user is also required a permission. Okay. Now, so without permission of admin, user also cannot give it permissions to another user. Okay. So these are complete what your object and system privileges. Okay. And later, the next topic is role. Now take siding. So as of now, we are discussing users, and now we will go for roles. Okay, right. So what is role, and this role who will create it, and what purpose we need to create? Okay, now. So simply remember, role is nothing but, okay, it is a collection of privileges. It is a collection of privileges. Maybe it may be system privileges or object privileges. Okay. A role is nothing but it is a collection of privileges. Okay. Now, these collection of privileges, if I want to grant to particular users or particular user, okay. So there I require to create what now? Role. Understand now? So there I require to create what now? Roles. Okay. So that means some group of privileges at a time you need to assign or grant to particular user. Okay. In that cases, the people will create what now? Roles. Okay. So now, for example, let me see. Suppose are you working on a project? Okay. Suppose when you go for in work premises, okay, you are going to be developing some projects. So we all of you know this. A project is nothing but it is a group of employees. That means it's a teamwork. Yes or no? A project want to develop is nothing but it's not only one employee can develop this project. It's a teamwork. So there are so many employees' efforts. Okay, they're going to be kept on your project, and finally the project will be developed. So the group of employees are working on same project. So here also X is a project. Okay. On this X project, there are group of employees are working. The group of employees are working. Okay. Now the group of employees are working. So many employees are there. Okay. So many employees are there. For example, my employees are, for example, okay, suppose employee 1, employee 2, employee 3, like so many employees are working on same project. Got it my point? So many employees are working on same project. Just assume there are 10 employees are working on same project. So the group of employees, okay, how many employees are working? 10 people. There's 10 people working on same project. Understand now? In that cases, suppose out of 10 people, as per their work, okay, E1, comma, E3, comma, E5, comma, E10. These 4 employees are needed, same privileges they're needed. So total 10 employees are working on my project. Out of 10 people, there are 4 people wanted same privilege. Understand now? E1, 3, 5, 10. These employees are wanted same privilege. And these 4 employees also working on same project. Okay, working on same project, and these 4 people wanted same privileges. So in that cases, okay, what database administrator will do? The database admin will do it here. Okay, the database admin will do DBA person. Okay, what he will do? He will be created what now? Role. He will be created what now? Role. Okay, now a role is nothing but what we said. It is a collection of privileges. The collection of privileges is called as a role. And suppose these guys are, okay, these guys are wanted the privilege of a synonym, okay, the privilege of a view. These two privileges, these four people want it. So your synonym and view, these are the common privileges these four employees are wanted. Then what I want to do, I want to create a role on which privilege? Synonym and view privileges. These are called as a group of privileges. On this group of privileges, I'm creating role. So role I'm creating. So role on what now? Synonym, comma, view. Suppose are you created. After created this role R1, for example, my role R1 is there. On these privileges I'm creating. So that is R1 is nothing but the group of privileges, what now? Synonym and view. After preparing your role on the group of privileges, then this role I can grant, okay, administrator will be grant R1 to which users? E1, comma, E3, comma, E5, comma, E10. Then what it was happened here? R1 is nothing but what? Synonym and view. So that R1 I'm granting to which employees? My required employees. So then what it was happened? R1 is nothing but synonym and view. These two multiple privileges I am assigning to the multiple users with the help of what now? R1. Okay, na? So this is what the role advantage. So when administrator will create a role means when a group of employees are working on the same project, out of those people, some people wanted a same privilege. Same privileges means same permissions. So whatever they wanted, some same group of permissions, and on the group of permissions, database administrators will create a role on group of permissions. After creating role, this role they can assigning to the required employees who want it. Okay, now so in that cases administrators will be created what now? Roles. Okay, and these roles are created by only admins. Okay, these roles are created by database admin only. Now write down. Suppose in place of this, okay, view or synonym, simple way I will show you. Connectivity privilege, create a table privilege, okay, or else I can say unlimited table space privilege. Suppose they wanted these privileges. So the group of privileges we called. Okay, now, so this role, how to create it means here, have some steps here. So how to create a role? Okay, there are 3 steps I need to follow. First step is called a create a role. Create a role. So what is the syntax to create a role? So now we can use like a create role and give it your role name. Next step number 2. Assign or grant. Assigning privileges. Privileges to role. And now how to assign here means, so he will be using now grant and he will be send privileges name, privileges, okay, to my role. I want to give my role name. Step number 3, after that what I want to do, assign a role to users. So assigning a role to users. So now you want to give it now. Okay, so how we will grant and your role name to, I want to send my users. So these are the 3 steps, guys, whenever you want to create a roles. So creation, assigning, and assigning some privileges to role, and later assigning a role to privilege. Okay, now let me see the practically here. So first of all, so connect with your administrator. Okay, now Suppose he was created some users now. So E1 identified by E1. Okay, so now same as one more user identified by E2. Okay, so these are the two new users. And when he was try to connected, okay, E1 by E1. So he was not connected here. Okay, and next one, A2 by A2. So both are, they're unable to connect your database, right? Now, so now what admin will do, that means here both the users wanted same kind of privileges. Yes or no? Both are wanted which privilege? First, connectivity privilege. So both wanted connectivity privilege. That means a privilege is a common for multiple users. Okay, now? So E1 user is unable to connect. E2 user is also unable to connect. That means these two users commonly what they wanted, connectivity privilege. That's the first thing. Next, creating table privilege. Next, unlimited table space privilege. So some group of privileges. These two users are wanted. Understand now? So now how we will give it? Instead of giving individualities, the database administrator will create what now? Role. Now we will create role. First, I want to connect with your admin. Okay, and now see, now we will be giving permissions. The before permission, first you want to create a role, create role, role1 R. After that, you want to assign which privileges? Connectivity privilege, create a table privilege, unlimited table, unlimited table space privilege, unlimited table space privilege. Okay, see this group of privileges I am assigning to what? To R1. So from the next time, R1 is nothing but what is the mean by R1? Rola. Naresh IT management, they will give one offer to the faculties like a sticker and beat the students like a colleges and schools. That kind of chance was there in the Naresh IT institution. I will beat each and everybody without any kindness. Here, R1 is nothing but what? Roller. R1 is nothing but connect, create a table, unlimited table space is nothing but R1. That is what we discussed now. A role is nothing but what? Collection of privileges. So suppose I am assigning these privileges to R1. From the next time, R1 is nothing but what? Connect, create a table, unlimited table space. This three combination is called as a R1. Understand now? Now let me see. So, okay, here I can't granted my unlimited table space to R1. So connect, create a table. These are the two, because unlimited table space we can't assign at a time to role directly. So connect, create a table. So now these two privileges I'm assigning to what? R1. That means now R1 is nothing but what now? Connect, create a table. Okay, now what I want to do, my third step, grant this R1. Grant this R1 to whom? To E1 comma E2. Understand na? Grant succeeded. Now can you go? Now connect E1 by E1 Connected? Yes. And he can create a table or not. Check it out. T1 serial number integer. Table also created. Next person. Next person, who is this? E2 by E2. Yes, connected. And he's also created some table. Yes, tables. So this is what R1 is nothing but roles. The roles advantage is what now? Some group of or collection of privileges we assigning to users. Okay, now? So like he will be created R1, R2, R3 as per requirement in their database. So whenever that requirement related, okay, the request will come to database administrator, then that R1 is assigning to so and so persons. And this R1 not only for E1 and E2. Suppose this R1 I can assign for E5 and E6 also. Assign for E7 also. So any user, you can assign your R1. Okay, na? So this is our role advantages here. The role advantages is what now? The collection of privileges can be assigning here. The collection of privileges can be assigning to the group of employees who are working on same project. Who are working on same project. Okay, now? Below write down example. Take example. So what you want to do now? You was create a role. Role R1. Next, he was granting the permissions, connect and create table to R1. And next, grant R1 to E1 comma E2. Then after they will successfully connected and they successfully created table. Okay, now? Right. So this is R1 advantage. Right down below. Okay, completed. Right. So these are what now roles, and these are the finally the security related topics of your database now. And finally, what I said now. So DDL, DML, DQL, TCL. These languages are used for who? Developers in real time. DCL is completely maintenance side, and that maintenance side who will do? Database administrators. Okay, so DCL language commands are we are not using in our applications. Okay, any developer cannot use these two commands, and we don't have any rights also. And the DCL language commands are in real time industries. Okay, when you go for companies, okay, database administrators only, they will use these two commands, grant and revoke. But a Java programmer cannot use, a .NET programmer cannot use, a Python programmer cannot use, a database programmer also cannot use it. These two commands. Okay, now it's completely using by who? Admins. And admin, that's why database administrators are the main persons. They will be manage and maintain your databases with the proper security. Okay, the securities who will give it us means administrators the responsibility. So admin responsibility is what now? Providing security. And that security he will provide with the help of DCL language commands. Understand now? So this is your DCL language commands working nature. And the next topic, and based on this knowledge, why I'm discussing with you, somebody is asking, sir, we are not administrators now, so why we wanted this concept? Okay, na? Because if you have a little bit idea on this concept, the next two concepts are there, synonyms and views. These two you can easily understand. Okay, na? What is what? So that is the reason, if you know this idea, what is user creation, user permissions, if you know, then remaining concepts easily can understand that. Okay, that what it is, let me go. In that, my first topic, takes adding synonym. Take next topic. Okay, so what is synonym here? Synonyms, sir, why should we want to create, and what exactly synonym means, sir? First, I will explain to you the purpose of synonyms, why we want to create in our applications. Okay, now in our database applications, why the people will create synonyms. Okay, the first reason, don't write, first observe, later I will give it notes, don't hurry. Purpose, first one, to reduce lengthy table name. Okay, that is the first one. I want to reduce here lengthy table name. Okay, na? Lengthy table name I want to reduce. So why, sir, we need to reduce a lengthy table names means the reason, for example, are you working in companies? When you're working in a company, what it was happen? A user can interacting with, there are hundreds of tables we are interacting in our real-time companies. Okay, now when you're working. So in this hundreds of tables, a programmer interacting with the hundreds of tables in your project work, Okay, as per your project work, you are interacting hundreds of tables. So in that hundreds of tables, for example, remember few table names are very lengthy names are there. Okay, lengthy names are there. It's very big names are there. So when you want to perform some operation on that big table, okay, or big name tables, okay, like insert, update, delete, select, this kind of operations whenever you want to perform on very lengthy table name, okay, or very lengthy table, then what it was happened here, that much name I need to use in my query. And maybe sometimes programmer cannot remember that big name. I can't remember it. And it's very difficult for us because if it is one or two tables, I can remember. But I'm interacting what now? Hundreds of tables. So when I'm interacting with hundreds of tables, in the so many number of tables are having very lengthy names. So those names as a programmer, I can't remember each and every table name. Okay, now that is one thing, very complex. Second one is what now? Suppose you need to perform some operation on that kind of tables, then the table entire name I want to use my query. And this is also somewhat a time consuming process. Okay. So in these two cases, what the real-time people means employees, what they will do, they will reduces your lengthy names. So instead of using lengthy table name, they will create a shortcut name. And that shortcut name, how they will create it, okay, based on synonyms. Based on synonyms. So now means synonym is nothing but synonym is nothing but shortcut name. Arya, in this explanation I already given. Why you are playing like this? Otherwise, you will like this. You will be like this. Otherwise, only for this class purpose you are playing like this. Okay, openly talk, no problem. Because this is database courses now. Maybe somebody interested or not interested, I don't know. But tell me, you always like this? Otherwise, only in classes purpose like this. Your girlfriend issue also like this? When your girlfriend come to you and she was telling something to you, you also kya bola? What you said? Are you in front of your boyfriends, girlfriends, your parents, in front of them? You always like this, sir? Only classes wise, huh? So classes wise, Mahatma Gandhi. Huh? Out of the class, Romeo. Huh? Yes or no? Out of the class, Romeo. Huh? What we can say, rowdy fellow. Huh? Fighting, chit-chatting. Hey, my girlfriend, you, come on. No, same as this character outside also. Same character outside also. Can I believe? Don't take care. In front of your girls are there. That's what the boy is saying. Girls will not inspire like that. If you say I'm a Mahatma Gandhi, means no one can believe you. Girls, tell me, are you believe? Huh? If a boy come and say I'm a Mahatma Gandhi, are you believing? Huh? The girls what respond? You know, stupid fellow, waste fellow, get out. They're saying like that. Huh? Yes or no? Article nowadays, no one can, maybe you are very sincere, but no one can believe you because of that kind of society we are living. Yes or no? Maybe some students, some people are very sincere, very honest, very kindness, but other people cannot listen our words. Yes or no? Because of reason, we are living in that kind of society. Okay. If you tell true, no one can listen. That you all of you know na? Only one thing, you just tell true in front of your friend. Your friend listening? He was saying that if you tell, are really, yeah, it was happened with, pora, they will saying that. Yes or no? Instead of true, you tell lie. Arey, it was happened like this. Oh, really? They will come like this. Yes or no? Yes or no? If you tell lies, they will listening your words. Ah, 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 oh, happened. They will listening like this. If you tell truly, really, I'm not good. Pora, we are not good. Huh? That is our human psychology, na? Tell me here, talk here. Don't like Mahatma Gandhi in my classroom here. Okay, little bit. Open your mind and talk and tell something. Okay. So what we said, reducing lengthy table names. So reducing lengthy table means what? Now we are creating some shortcuts, and that shortcuts we are creating with the help of synonym. Now what is synonym? Shortcut name, amma. So every day some, sir, little bit what we can say, class, little bit class, give it us, sir. Otherwise a little bit inspire words, sir, give it us, sir. So then we will go to activate our batteries. Then I will talk to you, sir. Right. So now this is what it was. For example, you can see one example. Let me see. You have a one table, college enrollment details. Okay, now. So for example, this is one table in my database, and suppose I feel this name is very lengthy table name. So on this table, if you want to do any kind of operation, any database operation, when you perform on this table, okay, for example, select a star from this entire table name should be right. Suppose insert into this entire table name into table name values, so and so values. Okay. Suppose I need to do what? Update set and so and so values. And next I have to use a delete from so and so where condition or something. Okay, like so. Here observe, we perform select, insert, update and delete. But whenever you perform not only these operations, any database operations, when you perform on this table, compulsory that entire table name I should use in my queries. And this is not okay, easy for users. It's very difficult. Okay, every time I need to write this much big name and I want to remember that much big name. Okay, and each and every spelling character I want to write. So this is some little bit difficult to the people. Then what the people will do, why should I want to write this much big names in my queries? Then they will be created, that's called a solution. What is a solution? Create synonym S1 for this table name. So when the programmer is created one shortcut name on this table, what is my shortcut name? S1. This S1 I'm creating for which table? College enrollment table. So now when I was created my shortcut name, then what is the advantage to the user? Next time after this, after created your synonym, from the next time onwards, do you want to perform any operation on that college enrollment table? Okay, instead of writing that much name, I just use it what now? S1. See how much easiness for us. Instead of this, I'm using S1. Okay, now this is what? This is the one reason and purpose why synonyms are created by people. Okay, now first reason clear, all of you? Come to second reason. What is the second reason? To hide owner name and table name from users. To hide owner and table name from users. Can you remember in the previous class only, whenever user want to access another user table, how he was accessing here? Can you see how he was accessing here? How he was accessing? With the system.dbt. So a user want to access another user table, compulsory the table owner, who is the owner of the table, the both I want to use. That means system.dpt. System is called as what? Owner. dpt is a table. So when I want to access this table, compulsory this table owner name should be user. And if I user, that means suppose your administrator will give permissions like this, and your user is going to be accessing your table data with the owner name and also original table name. DEP is my original table name. System is owner. The both informations I am showing to user. The administrator is showing to user. Then user, what he will do? He knows owner name. He knows what is your original table name. So your original table name and the table owner name, are you releasing? Are you showing? If you're showing your original table name and owner name, is it any secured? No, it is not secured. That means this user in future, maybe he can hack my tables. He can hack my tables. That kind of chances we are giving to users. Because of reason, we are openly telling my owner name, my original table name. The both I am showing to user. My original names are showing to user. So when I'm showing my original, that means my personal things, if I'm telling to others, maybe there is a chances he can do any harmful in my future. Yes or no? So that's why what we are doing that as a human, personal, sir, we are never share it to unknown persons. Are you sharing your personals? No. Personals are you sharing to someone means when you believe that person, maybe our best friend. Okay. Otherwise, he was traveling with me almost 10 years from my educational onwards. Okay. Otherwise, he is your childhood friend. Okay. So that kind of believeness, if you have it, the person, then only our personals can be released. Yes or no? It's a fact or not? Yes or no? Yeah. Because why, sir, we can't share our personal things to unknown person? Because of security reasons. Security reasons, we can't share it, our personals. Okay, we are sharing only for well-known persons. Okay, now. So here also, if administrator will give my original table name and owner name, the both information I'm telling to user, then this user in the future, maybe he can hack my tables. He can hack my tables. So the kind of security problems will be faced. That's the reason what the database administrators will do in real time. Okay, instead of sharing your original table name and owner of the table, they will hide those things and sending with some duplicates names. They're hiding your original table name. They're hiding your owner name. These both informations are hide. Hide means, are you showing or not showing? Not showing. So owner table name, this both I am hiding. And I'm creating one duplicate. That duplicate I'm giving to user. So then tell me, if I'm giving duplicate, originals I'm not giving, I'm keeping my side and I'm giving only duplicate. It means secured, na? Your originals are secured or not? Yes. Same pattern. For example, your 10th class certificate. Can you give it to anyone? No. Why? My 10th class certificate is my life. Yes or no? Thing for your, you can send, you can learn anything. That means you can complete your master degree, BTech, MTech, whatever. None of the user. You know that? BTech certificate, MCA certificate, degree certificate, intermediate certificate, no user. Only useful what? 10th certificate. You can go to abroad. You can do MS. No value. 10th class certificate only value. And if you go to banking sectors, when you somebody keeping loans, educational loans, yes or no? How they will give it? First they are asking your 10th class original certificate. Then only they give a loan also, educational loans. If you give it, bank will not accept it. Okay, na? So these are just for our, what we can say, we are this much educated, that's it. But value is always a 10th class only. Okay, na? So now 10th class certificates we can't give to anyone because of reason, okay, security problem. But 10th class Xerox copy, can I give it to any number? I can give it, no problem to me, because original is my side. Duplicates are other person taken. So nothing problem to me in my future. So how the securities we called here also, Warner and table, this both are going to be hide and created one duplicate name, and that duplicate name permission I'm giving to user, and user will accessing my table with this duplicate name. That means the user doesn't know what is original table name. The user doesn't know who is the owner of this table. The both informations are. So that is also one of the reason why the synonyms are created. For example, so now what I'm doing here, the solution for this. Now, suppose he will create it. Who will administrator create synonym S2 for system dot DEPT. He will create it. So now what it was happened, S2 is the duplicate name. On which table name? System dot DEPT. From the next time, this administrator will granting permission. Grant select on what? S2 to user 11. Then what user 11 will do? User 11 will be connecting, and how it was calling? Select a star from S2 only. But he doesn't know what is the mean by S2. Who is the owner of this S2? He doesn't know, because he was just hiding what he was. This is the hiding by admin, and in place of this, he was giving permissions to S2. Then user 11 will work on S2 only. So now your names are hidden. Yes or no? Yes. This is the second reason why synonyms are created. And these are the two reasons, especially the people will use synonyms. If any interview person is asking why we need a synonyms, so there are two reasons. One is to reduce your lengthy table names in database. Second one, to hide your original tables along with the owner names. Okay, na? So these are the two only the purposes will be used by synonyms. And finally, how can you define your synonym? It is a database object, okay, which is used to create a permanent alias name. See, here I'm telling permanent alias name. Actually, before also we discussed aliases. Yes or no? What are those? Table level aliases, column level aliases. But those aliases permanent or temporary? Temporary. Certain the query execution time only your alias will be live. After that, death. Okay, there is no other uses. But synonyms are not like that. These are also created some aliases, but these aliases, which type of alias? Permanent. That means these alias names will go to save under database memory. But their table level alias name, column level alias names are not storing, but these names are storing in database memory. That's why it is called as what now? Permanent alias name. Okay, so to create permanent alias names for a table name, or else table is nothing but object name. Okay, na? And below you can take a purpose of a synonym. Purpose of Synonyms. So the two reasons. First one is to reduce your lengthy table name. And some example and solution I was given below. Diwali, when it is Diwali, 24 or 25? 4 or 5? 4? 5 na? 2 days, nowadays festivals also there is no clarity, yes or no? Every festival on 2 days, yes or no? So in the coming future, finally festivals also slowly arrange. Which day we don't know. Every festival 2 days or 3 days. Confusion. Some pandits saying that 24, some pandits saying that 25. Who you want to believe, we don't know. In mobile calendar, what it was showing? October 24 showing here in mobile calendar. Diwali 24. What about Google? Google also 24. Completed. Okay, so these are the purpose. And now here below right now, take siding types of synonyms. Types of synonyms. So here two types of synonyms we have, guys. Okay, one is we called as a private synonyms, and private synonyms are called as a default. And the second one we called as here public synonyms. So private and public, these are the two types. Okay, we have a synonyms, private and public. So what is private synonym? Let us see. Okay, now here tell me, private means personal or anybody can access a personal privacy. Yes or no? Privacy. So that means that premises can use only that person who have a right. Yes or no? But other users or other person, they cannot come to my premises and they cannot use my facilities. Okay, now? So your private is nothing but what now? A particular user by itself, he will created its own names, its own shortcut names. Okay, then that kind of things are called as a private. That means every user, as per their privacy, they're creating their own synonyms. That kind of synonyms are called as what now? Private. So myself, I will create my own synonym. And that synonyms can be used by myself. But that synonym, you can't use it. Yes or no? So yourself, you created your own synonym. And that synonym can use yourself only. I can't use it. So every user individually, they are created their own synonyms. Okay, na? In their accounts. And that synonyms can be used only that particular user only. But other users cannot access it. That kind of synonyms private. But when I created a synonym and that synonym can access all of us, is called as a public. Like you have in your Java private class, public method, private methods are there. Yes or no? When your method is a private, are using within the class, without the class? Within the class only possible. Without the class, I can't use. Public, within the class, without the class. Anywhere you can use public methods, public properties. Yes or no? So here private also same thing. So what I'm saying here, these are these are created by user. These are created by user who are having permission. So here also very important. So user is created, but that user must be have a permission. These are created by user who are having permission. Who are having permission. So now syntax you can see. So create synonym. I want to give synonym name. For here I want to send table name. Okay, now let me come out practically. So whatever I was explaining here theoretically, okay, the points I will show you practically how to do. Okay, now let me come out. The first I will go to connecting with my admin, and now he will be created one new user. So create user U100 identified by U100. Okay, so to this person he will giving the permission of connect. Next one what? Create table. And next one is what now? Unlimited table space. So to U100. Okay, after that U100 by U100, user 100, he was collected. After that, he will created one table that is called as a college enrollment details. Okay, in this student ID, student name, and branch. Okay, now. So this is my table. Okay. And whenever you want to view this tab list in this U100 user account, only one table is there. The table name is college enrollment details, and it is my table. Okay, the what is clustered in coming soon, I will explain to you. So this is one table is there. Suppose if I was not created, I was means this user, U100 user is not creating any shortcut names on this lengthy table name, then what you want to do, for every operation, whenever you perform on this, compulsory this entire table name I want to use. For example, I want to insert into this entire table name I want to write sending values. One, the student ID Smith, CSC branch. Okay, he want to insert like this. Then he want to view the data, entire table name can be called. Suppose you need to do update, okay, then set, suppose I want to take here my branch is equals to triple E, okay, so where student ID is equals to 1. So now we can call it, okay, changes. Suppose you want to do deletion, this entire table you can use delete, okay, from your table name, and we are using where student ID is equals to 1. And if you call deleted. So what I'm using here, my big name I'm using in my queries. Understand now? This is what it was happened. So now what my field here, that means user field, why should I want to use this much big name in my query operations? So now U11 is thought, I want to create a one shortcut name. And now immediately he will be follow that idea. So he will create it. Create what? Synonym S1 for which table? College enrollment details table. But what it was happened, if I just executed this one, it was showing some insufficient privileges. Because of reason, this user 100, this guy was not having the permission to create a synonyms. Because here I said one point. Can you remember this point? These are created by users who are having permissions only. So that means without permissions, user also cannot create. So now I want to take a permission. Who will give permissions? Administrator. Again, I will connecting with my admin. Okay, then after taking the permissions, what permission? Grant, which one? Create a synonym. Okay, create synonym to which user? User 100. So after creating synonym privileges from the administrator, then he will go U100 by U100. Okay. Now he will be created. So what is your synonym name? Create synonym S1 for so and so table. What's happened? Synonym is created. After created synonym, suppose you just call your tab list. Now we can see S1 is what? Synonym. College enrollment details is what? Table. S1 is what? Synonym. So it's very clear. It's a table. It's a synonym object. So now tell me, this S1 is permanently saved now? Just like your table name now? Yes. That's why it is called a permanent alias name. Okay. Once I created, then you can call. So now onwards, what it was happen? Can I use a college enrollment details? Otherwise, can I use S1? Instead of that, can I use S1? You can call S1. No rows. Now we can insert into S1, sending values 101 comma Smith. Okay, IT branch student. Row is inserted, and row you can see successfully inserted into my table. So now same as you can do update what? S1 set my branch is equals to CSC where STID is equals to 101. Updated S1, and you can call S1 CSC successfully updated. Then you can go delete from S1 where STID is equals to 1. Then STID is equals to 101. Then deleted, and let me come out and call delete. So in place of college enrollment details, it's much big name. I'm using what now? S1. This is what one reason synonyms are where the people will use. Right down below. Take now. Okay, so these are your example of private synonyms. <clears throat> 2020 World Cup started, huh? Started? When? Main matches, not warm-up matches. Main matches started, huh? Started, huh? When it is started? 21st. Uh, Today 20, na? 16th October. Schedule was started 16, na? India match was 23. India Pakistan. 23 Sunday. Huh? Okay, completed now? Yes. So these are what now private synonyms, and this S1 can use only U100 user only can use this synonym, but other users cannot use here. Okay, this is private synonyms we call. And next one public, and that we will see in tomorrow. Okay, the public synonyms how to work tomorrow we will see it. Online people have any queries? Send your queries, online students. న్యూ బ్లాక్ ఇక్కడ లేదా మనకు మంచిర్యాల లేదా న్యూ బ్లాక్ సరే న్యూ బ్లాక్ గ్రౌండ్ ఫ్లోర్ మన ఆఫీస్ పక్కన రవి ప్యాకప్ చేసే private synonym means Anwar, your table on your table you are created your synonym, right? So you can use, if you want to use table name you can use, but what is the use of using table name when you created synonym, Anwar? Yes or no? So we are creating synonym. The main reason is what now? Avoiding lengthy table name. Again you are using synonym, again you are using table name means there is no use of synonym. Okay, right? Or any other online people, if anybody have a queries, send query. అవి అక్కడ ఎవరు చెప్పారు శ్రీకాంత్ సార్ అక్కడ అడ్మిన్ ఎవరు శ్రీకాంత్ అడుగు ఒకసారి మనోజ్కి ఎవరు కన్ఫర్మేషన్ అడిగాడు వస్తుంది అది సార్ విడిచిపెట్టాడు ఇంకా ఎందుకు అరుస్తున్నాడు బయట ఒక్క నిమిషం system is not a user admin is admin, but admin is also one of the user. Yes or no, Sudarshan? For example, in your company manager is there, junior programmer is there. So manager, junior programmer, both are employees now. Yes or no, Sudarshan? Manager, junior programmer, both are employees now. That's what. A system is a admin. Their role is admin. Okay, but admin is also one of the user. Okay, that's what. Nani అని చెప్పాడా ఆఫ్లైన్ పెట్టి బాగుంటుంది కదా ఆన్లైన్ ఆఫ్లైన్ ఎక్కడ లేవు అసలు